Check this.
Добрый день всем подписчикам, друзьям. Вы на канале Приятного, и мы продолжаем проходить игру L.A.Noire. И у нас миссия обвенчанные в небесах. Интересно, что она из себя представляет. Подписывайтесь на канал, кто этого не сделал, ставьте лайки. Ой! А мы уже, по-моему, начали.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
Убийство отправляйте.
You got a stakeout down on 2nd later tonight.
Наезд.
Hey,
У тебя ручка бесцветная, ты в курсе?
I said all's fair in love and war.
Что ты там сказал мне? Давай, Бековский. Вперед. Навстречу расследованию.
Seems like a decent guy. I don't want to be rude, but I ain't got time for talk.
Посмотрим, что там. Молодец, быстро. Но я все равно быстрее.
Looks like the DA is going to press charges. Anna Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the DA. She's suffering enough.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes convictions.
I'll convince him to let me go.
How do you do that?
I'll give him something better.
Приехали. Нехило его так пронесло-то по дороге, а?
Detectives, over here.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Because a white male named Lester Patterson walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here, dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar, name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the yellow brick road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're going to take a look around.
Шляпа. Превратите его. Что-то в ней есть. Он бы уже сказал, что это не то.
Landed on his face and ended up here. The car must have struck him from behind.
Ничего. Ну-ка. Ничего. А, тут у нас что? Документы. Мистер Паттисон. Страховка.
Patterson has life insurance.
Видимо, знал, что его кокнут. Ладно. Так, далее. Романтическое устроение на имя Лестера Паттисона. Мужчина белый. Женат. Бумажный.
We can notify next of kin.
Да, мы сообщим бабосы. Понятно. На той руке ничего у него нет. Вот ничего.
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
Несколько метров натащило его.
Body traveled a good 20 feet.
Здесь у нас что? А тут откуда?
This blood is a long way from the body. The car must have been going like a bat out of hell.
Да, на крыльях любви летел.
So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
Да, кстати, что-то интересное.
He's all yours, detective.
Меня учит мой опыт, что обязательно что-то... О, в мусорке что-то есть. Ловленный нож.
A knife covered in blood.
Could be a steak knife. This is a hit-and-run case,
Ничего не
Phelps.
понятно.
Anyone could have thrown away a
Стаб,
kitchen knife.
плита какой-то.
In any case, we'll want tech services to scrub the alleyway before they bag the knife.
Здесь нет ничего. Видимо, его хорошо отпугнули.
Careful where you're stepping, Phelps. I don't come down to the station house and tap dance on your desk.
Нет, все-таки в штабе, может. Ай, ладно. Пойдем поговорим.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski.
Ну что ж, рассказывай.
Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
Понятно. Дальше.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Темно-красный. Ну да.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first three letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
То есть ты подслушивал
Tell me more about the argument
засранка.
you heard.
Well, there were two voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper.
Эй,
Trying to find work as an actress. and
фотографию, нафиг ты
Things
кому
are pretty
нужна?
difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
Да, накажем.
We certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
А то.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the night.
Нормально поболтаем.
I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
В смысле ты не видел? Ты что здесь делаешь тогда?
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Может, ты его
Was
играл?
Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
Хорошо.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
А точнее...
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave? What is going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and Leroy are close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy.
Leroy Sabo, the owner.
How long have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
Ну вот опять ты что-то не договариваешь. Что ты за человек такой?
Bartenders hear all sorts of things. Are you going to tell me, or do we have to start playing rough?
When Lester was drinking, he treated Lorna like dirt. He gambled away all their money. Lorna pitched Leroy about the bar. I don't know how interested he is.
Is Leroy doing well?
Hell no. The only thing keeping this place afloat are the poker games.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm going to need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And
Ну,
Lester was
там
a fan of the
телефон
love
идешь.
tap.
Распускать руки. Любил. Где телефон? Это тут. Алло. Прям на него смотрю. Алло.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
А, эти.
Just a moment, Detective.
Кому принадлежит?
Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thanks for your help.
Ясно.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
Ну что, пошли. А, наша машина-то вон. Что мы на этой фигне будем кататься-то? Давай, едь ты.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
А тут...
Do we know where we're going?
Стоп, тут что-то не то. Что-то я еще не нашел. Здесь у него что-то. Да нет. Страховка. и все.
Another day, another dollar.
Что-то еще допустим. Нож. Положи на место. Ладно, поехали. Что нам здесь больше делать? Эч! Не кури. Опа. Мы просто не ищем легких путей. Хватит. Лучше я без тебя еду. Ждать. Я сам все сделаю. Опа, ты как тут оказался? Ну ты слушай. Телепортатор охуенно.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
Обыщем сейчас все.
Can you tell me what happened?
What's to tell? He got hit by a car and now he's dead.
You don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
Походу, эта
What's
жена
that
его
supposed to
замочила,
mean,
мне
mister?
кажется.
I think it's about time you left. I have someone here.
I
and
beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna.
О,
I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car.
ну-ну.
It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe
Друзья,
that?
значит, да?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
Давайте поговорим.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna? It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Admit it, you were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies.
Ух ты.
So maybe I was a little angrier than usual.
И он, этот Лерой
Let's just say I took exception to his
выиграл,
idea.
наверное, да?
The bartender said that you and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
Да. А мне кажется, ты взяла деньги
Being
из
economical with the truth,
страховки.
Lorna.
You want to back that up, little man?
Где это? Вот она.
You increased the premium on Lester's life insurance. GI insurance policies have a $10,000 payout.
It was Leroy's idea. Lester lived on the edge. He was always getting into fights, crap games, pinochle, you name it. Turns out it was good advice.
It speaks to motive and premeditation, Lorna.
You're forgetting the hit-and-run detective.
Ладно.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
Да, им очень нелегко, согласен. Погоди-ка, я позвоню. Где у тебя тут телефон? Телефон твой где? Блин, да. По карте вроде здесь. Но его нет. Может, в комнате. Да уйди ты. А, во.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Any messages?
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Thank you.
Ну, поехали в морг, что ли? Что ты там рассматриваешь? Поехали отсюда, бля.
America. Louis Armstrong.
Shots fired off street to help unit to handle code 3 identified.
You got something against sirens, Phelps?
shots fired off speed south. Chateau and Valencia, Chateau and Valencia, shots fired off speed south. Unit Bravo code 3 identified.
Car 11K, we'll handle it.
Там автоматики.
I see you motherfuckers. Come on up here and get us.
What is all this?
Traffic stop from hell. Crowley pulls these guys over. Finds a trunk full of hardware like you can. They lose it. Bullets start flying. And they snatch up the guns and one of the cops. Hit the high ground and make their plan.
And the officer?
Up there. Still alive, we think. Who knows for how long. We'll keep him busy if you can find a way up, sir.
Учитесь.
$11K. I've been involved in a shooting. It's code 4 here, but suspects are down, and I need an ambulance at Chateau and Valencia. Also notify detective headquarters. I'll need the coroner. My partner and I are okay.
11K, roger on the ambulance and coroner. Detective headquarters will be notified. All units, 11K reports code 4 on the shooting at Chateau and Valencia. Code 4.
You know the way. You can drive.
Я в такую даль не поеду.
Salaries at $75 per month.
Ехай. Это на другой конец города, ну его нафиг. Ну, приехали. Так, ну чё?
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
We found a knife in the alleyway.
Where is it now? Was it bagged?
By Patrolman Kaplan.
Perfect. I'll get you a definite match.
Jesus, we got him. Murder 1. We were right there and they tried to stare us down. Now they'll both get the gas chamber.
Зачем газовая камера?
We have the knife, we have the coroner's report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness.
Пошли.
Let's bring her in.
Пошли допросим Патиссон.
Look out!
Да я ж пошутил. Пошли поговорим еще.
You've spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea.
No, no.
Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand
Nice of you
jury.
to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear telling me how we had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up.
bases covered, baby.
I had nothing to do with it.
You think I'm gonna fry for you,
He's
Lorna?
a crazy man. Shoot him. Shoot him, for God's sake.
Пожалуйста.
It's too late, Sabo.
Постоять.
Sabo, stop or I will shoot.
You stay back. I'll ice this one. I don't care.
Put the weapon down now.
Help me!
Это, походу, мужик стоял рядом. Мужика схватил. Или я что-то не знаю.
You look spooked, Phelps. I thought you'd been under fire before.
А ты что,
Never
почувствовал
gets any
запах,
easier,
да? Что
Bukowski.
я испугался? В смысле, я в голову стрелял. Круто.
So, I give you a hit and run. You bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
Все улики найдены, все водитель невиновен, любитель Лестера, но вы не предъявили ему обвинение в том, что он скрылся с места аварии. Да, я зараза.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.